Hi, I'm Kathy Andrews, the founder of Marbles for Breakfast. I'm an educator, special needs mom, and health coach, and I help people conquer their sugar cravings so they can feel amazing and have the energy to crush their goals. In the last video, I shared my aha moment of eating for blood sugar balance, which was a huge help. However, to really make this work, I needed some time completely away from processed sugar and sugar substitutes to let my body and taste buds reset. This is also where the mental side of quitting sugar is so important. And it's also a part that so many people miss. It's the entire other half of the equation. You can't fly a plane with only one wing, you need two. It's the same for quitting sugar. You need the body and the brain. This could be your missing link. First, I want to talk to you about the biggest misconception and source of shame for me, and that's willpower. We often have this belief that the only thing we need to quit sugar is the willpower. That's often what I thought too. I would start each day determined that I would hold firm, but at the end of the day, I'd end up defeated again. I would beat myself up for lacking in willpower. It made me feel weak and ashamed and defeated, and it really just led into the problem even more. Here's the truth about willpower. It's a muscle. We know from many scientific studies that willpower is just a muscle in that it can be built up over time, but it can also be exhausted if it's overused. Each time you make a decision, it's like doing one rep in the gym. Imagine walking around all day with 10-pound weights, just constantly doing reps. Think about all the decisions you make in a day. What to wear today? What should you eat for breakfast? Should you put cream in your coffee or not? Should you have a handful of that treat on the counter when you walk by? Should you let your kids get a new game? So many decisions. By the afternoon, you would be exhausted. By the evening, you just can't even do anymore. Does that sound familiar? So, how can we overcome this and use willpower when we need it and not exhaust it when we don't need to use it? Minimize the decisions. That's the answer. Imagine if you woke up and knew exactly what you were going to eat for breakfast and you were excited about it. And imagine if this breakfast kept you full until you started feeling a little hungry for a snack. But not to worry, you know exactly what to have for a snack and it's balanced. The same is true for lunch and dinner and the rest of the day. Sure, there will still be some decisions, but you've taken a huge load off of yourself. This means you can use your muscle more effectively when you need it. This was also a game changer for me. By planning in advance, I could avoid pitfalls, stay balanced, and I didn't let myself get hungry, but I also didn't have to think too much about what I was going to eat, and that was so helpful. Now, you might be thinking, meal planning is too much work, but what if some of it was done for you? Or what if you had some tools to make it much easier? And what if it got easier and easier each week you did it? Stay with me to find out more at the end. Now, meal planning is really great and it helped me a lot, but I still needed a way to deal with those triggers that would happen and cause an intense sugar craving. For me, it could be that the whole day was upended by something unexpected and then my meal plan didn't really work anymore. Now what? Or maybe I had a really stressful day or a stressful interaction with someone and I wanted to feel better fast. Sugar was usually my go-to solution. I specifically remember having a really tough day at my job one time. At lunch, I went to the cafeteria and I looked for the most extravagant, sugar-laden beast of a piece of cake, thinking, I had a tough morning. I deserve that cake. I need it. Here's where I needed some tools for how I was thinking. Specifically, there are 3 mindset tools. First, really understanding how excess sugar and being imbalanced was destroying my body. This was really important. It was like watching a movie. There's a character you really like in the movie, and then there's also these really bad things happening and no one knows why. It's a mystery. And then suddenly at the end, there's a huge plot twist and you see your favorite character was really wreaking havoc behind the scenes during the whole movie. You will never look at that character in the same way again. And now you also see how it's operating. Understanding what sugar was doing to me helped me see everything differently. Second, I had to change the things I was telling myself. I'll never forget the day that I was talking to someone and justifying why I had to have the cake on that really bad day. She said to me, "So, how long did it take you to eat the cake?" About 5, maybe 10 minutes, I said. And then she said, "Okay, so you soothed yourself for 5 or 10 minutes, and then what?" Wow, that was so eye-opening for me. The cake, I was eating the cake to feel better, but the cake was really leading to more cravings, more digestive issues, more exhaustion, more feeling bad about myself. It was keeping me in this vicious cycle for just a few minutes of feeling good. I learned to tell myself eating that cake makes me feel worse. I also learned to go for a walk outside or seek out a friend or write down some thoughts. Finally, I also learned some acupressure techniques that helped making rewiring my brain even easier. So these things were all so important in my journey. I was able to finally quit sugar for good, and I don't crave sugar at all anymore. Occasionally, I can even try a little bit, and I don't even really like it. I also really feel what it does to my body pretty quickly. Now, think about that. Isn't that crazy? If you think back to where I was on video 1 and how addicted I was to it then, to be completely past it now is kind of amazing. And you can conquer sugar and get on a healthy eating path too. Before we move on, let's hear from Kelly Harris, who is also able to conquer sugar. She writes, "Thank you so much, Kathy. It truly has been the easiest diet I have ever been on, and we've never had that many vegetables in our fridge. I can't believe I don't even crave sugar anymore. My husband has also been impressed with how much better he feels too." So let me ask you a question. What if you were finally able to kick the sugar cravings for good and get healthy? What if this gave you amazing energy and you were able to really be active again so you can accomplish the goals you used to have? Maybe you want to restart your goal to run a marathon or start loving working out again, start doing kickboxing again. What if you could get rid of the spare tire, bloating, and brain fog that make you feel older than you really are? And what if kicking sugar also helped your skin look 10 years younger? What if your sleep was so amazing that you woke up feeling refreshed most days? Maybe you finally have as much energy as your kids. Maybe you have the mental energy to put into the really important relationships in your life. What if this could revitalize almost every aspect of your life? So I know the first step is really going to look different for everybody. And that's why when this video is over, you're going to get a message from me in Messenger inviting you to my Facebook community, Marble Slayers, as well as an opportunity to chat with me in Messenger. I would love to help you get started, even if it's the tiniest first step. It could be just joining our free Facebook group and learning more and letting things sink in, or maybe some of the things I shared really struck a chord with you and you're ready to take action and move forward. Whatever the case is, it would be my privilege and honor to hear your story and see how I can help you get started. I look forward to connecting with you. Have a great day.